It's time to redefine success. Why? Because the definition of success that we've been taught is empty. College education, big house, great job, fancy car, family with 2.5 kids. That's what society tells us we should want. But what if that's not what nourishes your soul and brings you a sense of meaning and fulfillment? And spending your whole life pursuing those things will still leave you feeling hollow, lost, and wanting. Many younger people have started to realize that that old success plan isn't the life they want. And others who have been working for decades to achieve those things have ended up sobbing their hearts out on the floor of their enormous homes, feeling broken and not knowing what went wrong. Now, more than ever, people are starting to ask different questions. How can I create the life I want? What if you could create a new definition of success? What if you could craft your life like an artist crafts a sculpture? What if you could live every day with intention? That's why I believe we need a new definition for success. So let me see if this resonates and inspires you. This new definition is a vision for the road that I've chosen to be on and the one that I'm inviting you to share with me. This new journey has 4 phases or lands that you travel along on the path that leads you to a completely different experience of success. The first land I call aligned and purposeful work. Doing work that's meaningful to you. Now, for some that means becoming an entrepreneur, but not necessarily for everyone. It could also mean working in a business that has a vision and mission you feel aligned with. Now, the second land is location freedom. The ability to do your purposeful work from anywhere by working online. Live where you want, travel where you want, explore the world however you want. So many people are now discovering that their job or work can be done remotely. And I believe that many people are beginning to get curious about what a location-independent lifestyle could look like for them in a post-COVID quarantine kind of world. The third land that this brings you to is time freedom. And to do this, we need to build the systems and the strategies into our day that allow us to not be a slave to our computer. Instead, we want to develop a sense of freedom by developing the business and productivity systems that allow your work to flow even more easily than ever before. And finally, that brings you to the fourth land of financial freedom. The goal isn't wealth in the traditional meaning of the word, although that's beautiful, but rather financial freedom, the ability to consistently and comfortably afford the exact lifestyle you want while only working as much as you choose. I truly, from my heart, believe that this means finding the middle path between a completely passive income that gives you really no sense of purpose or meaning versus being a wage slave who has to show up at 9 to 5 in your cubicle to get paid. Now, most entrepreneurs already have a sense of this first milestone, the first land, right? That's why we chose the road away from that corporate career path and towards something that felt more engaging and passionate and fulfilling. When you build a business that follows your passion, then you're reaching for that first land, that first milestone. You're choosing to forget about the old 9 to 5 job that gets the bills paid but little more, and instead, you're choosing to do something that feels empowering and purposeful for you. Then there's a growing subset of those entrepreneurs that have also now recognized how amazing it can be if you take that work online. Being able to work remotely while continuing to do work that's fulfilling to you anywhere in the world. We are embracing the reality and the potential of running a location-independent business entirely or primarily online. We are the first generation that's had this opportunity. We're the pioneers who are figuring out what work and life can look like when you're location independent, traveling, living, and working from wherever you choose. We're discovering the joys, the opportunities, the limitlessness of our potential reach and impact. And occasionally, we're also discovering the frustrations and the challenges. Slow or inadequate Wi-Fi, government visa regulations that don't quite match our lifestyle or needs, and the need to develop systems that allow us to build our business without being a slave to our computer, so that we're not trading in a dark cubicle in a sterile office building for a dark room in a random co-working space. Once you achieve location freedom, that's when you begin to discover that there is this next land, this next milestone ahead of you, time freedom. And if you want to be able to truly enjoy your location freedom, you'll need the business systems that allow you to step away from your computer. Because it's so easy to fall into being the exhausted entrepreneur, hustling, running a different version of a rat race. Now, you might be location independent, but is this truly the vision you had for the freedom you wanted when you created this business? You begin to realize that workaholism and hustle are still keeping you away from the life and the success that you want. So, something has got to change. How do I know? Because I was that passionate entrepreneur who worked herself right into a burnout. Seriously, fetal position, sobbing on the bedroom floor because I was working so hard. I didn't realize it at the time, but that was the inspiration for learning many of the lessons that I'm going to be sharing in my brand new free masterclass that covers the 5 mistakes that online entrepreneurs make and how to avoid them. This training is going to show you why building your location-independent online business didn't give you the lifestyle you wanted. We're going to explore the 5 massive swamps that are keeping you feeling stuck and struggling, both in growing your business and creating that desired lifestyle. And I'm also going to teach you the one backbone system of your business and life that can keep you feeling productive and awesome every single day. Because what if you could have location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom doing work you truly loved? If that's what you want, then it's time to learn how to stop showing up for your life like an exhausted entrepreneur and start taking the necessary steps to become the visionary CEO, to create a business that's meaningful, aligned, impactful, and gives you more freedom for yourself and for those who work with you. Now, if that's the vision you want, to create an entirely new definition of success, then fellow freedom lover, I'm inviting you to join me for my free masterclass training. And let's get started.